Power rises in the hands of those who refuse to be defined by fear, for every obstacle bends before a determined mind. Greatness begins when a man chooses effort over excuses and discipline over desire. A leader's true strength is revealed not when conditions are favorable, but when chaos demands clarity and courage. The mind that commands itself can command nations, for self-mastery is the highest form of power. Victory belongs to the one who advances with conviction, while others wait for certainty to arrive. Destiny is never gifted. It is claimed by those who push beyond limits that ordinary men accept. An army becomes unstoppable when its spirit burns hotter than its weapons. A courageous decision made in silence shapes a future shouted about by generations. He who prepares in discipline will triumph in moments where others panic and crumble. Nothing is impossible for the one who believes action is stronger than doubt. The future bows before the man who refuses to retreat from his purpose. A powerful vision can elevate a single man above the armies that doubt him. The greatest victories are achieved by minds that fought their battles long before the world witnessed them. Strength is not created in command, but in struggle, sacrifice, and relentless determination. A leader must walk ahead of his fears, for fear follows the brave and leads only the weak. The world honors those who endure hardships with dignity and rise stronger than before. Glory does not come to the hesitant, it belongs to the bold who act. The man who holds his principles with unbroken resolve becomes untouchable by circumstance. Courage is a leader's first weapon and the last fortress of the defeated. History is shaped by those who dare to think differently and act decisively. The fire of ambition melts every chain that mediocrity tries to place on a great spirit. No man becomes extraordinary by following the path of comfort. A powerful mind turns obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into strategies. Every triumph begins as a single moment where a man refuses to surrender. A leader's words inspire, but his conviction transforms nations. Strength is measured not in muscle, but in the will that refuses to bend. A disciplined soul achieves what the world calls impossible. The man who fears defeat has already surrendered half the battle. Circumstances bow before those who learn to command their emotions. A decisive mind becomes a weapon sharper than any sword. True glory is earned when a man stands alone yet stands unshaken. Victors rise because they choose movement while others choose comfort. A great leader inspires others to believe in what they once considered impossible. The world opens doors for those who forge their own path when none exists. A powerful decision can transform a lifetime and echo across centuries. Endurance builds greatness, for no empire stands without the strength to suffer. Self-belief is the strongest foundation upon which any lasting victory can be built. Every man holds within him the power to rewrite his fate if he refuses to fear change. The moment a man controls his thoughts, he becomes greater than the obstacles against him. A determined spirit transforms defeat into the beginning of a new strategy. No battlefield is more important than the one fought in the mind. Leadership demands sacrifice, for comfort has never created a conqueror. The greatest journeys begin when a man walks where others refuse to step. Strength rises when excuses fall. No man wins by chance. He wins by preparation, conviction, and relentless forward motion. A brave heart turns uncertainty into advantage. True power lies not in commanding others, but in commanding one's own destiny. The world rewards the man who moves with purpose when others hesitate. Glory is the shadow of courage. A man becomes unstoppable when he decides that failure will not break him but refine him. The past cannot restrain the one who rises above it with greater wisdom. A focused mind sees opportunity where others see defeat. History remembers the few who dared, not the many who waited. Greatness demands the rejection of small thinking. A leader's authority is built on integrity, vision, and the courage to act. Nothing strengthens the spirit more than walking alone with conviction. The destiny of nations has been altered by the courage of a single man. Every dream demands a price. Only the determined ever pay it. The man who refuses to be distracted becomes the man the world cannot ignore. A sharp mind paired with relentless will conquers far more than armies do. Discipline is the silent architect of every great achievement. The world belongs to those who see beyond what is and move toward what can be. A strong will turns impossible tasks into inevitable victories. Leadership means carrying a vision so powerful that others rise simply by standing near it. The brave rise when others fall back. The hardest battles build the strongest spirits. A man who controls his tongue and actions controls his destiny. The enemy outside is never as dangerous as the doubt within. Victory begins with the belief that victory is possible. Only those who push beyond the limits of comfort discover the heights of greatness. A man grows powerful when he learns to value action over emotion. The world respects strength, but it follows determination. Failure defeats the weak, but educates the strong. The one who rises after every fall becomes impossible to stop. Success is built through persistence long after enthusiasm fades. The man who never quits will someday lead those who once doubted him. Every defeat contains the lesson needed for the next victory. The future belongs to those whose courage expands faster than their fears. Glory follows the footsteps of those who dare to go first. A courageous decision can open doors that caution keeps forever closed. The greatest battles are won with a clear mind and a steady heart. A powerful soul remains unshaken even when the world trembles. Strength is earned through struggle, not granted by comfort. A leader is measured by his ability to rise above circumstances others surrender to. A fearless heart creates opportunities where none exist. Victory is the reward of those who never allow doubt to silence their ambition. A single act of courage can rewrite the history of a lifetime. True power is the ability to remain calm while the world demands panic. Those who dare greatly achieve greatly. No man is born a conqueror. He becomes one through will, sacrifice, and relentless effort. A truly intelligent man never answers these three questions. 1. Because some questions are meant to test, not to enlighten. 2. Because silence often speaks louder than words. 3. Because engaging with ignorance wastes both time and energy. Wisdom grows when a man learns to listen to silence, for silence reveals truths that noise tries to hide. A wise mind does not fear change, because it understands that every ending is simply another beginning in disguise. The greatest wisdom is knowing when to speak with courage and when to stay silent with intelligence. True wisdom is not found in avoiding mistakes, but in transforming every mistake into a deeper understanding. A man becomes wise when he stops fighting the past and begins shaping the future with what the past taught him. Wisdom is the art of seeing beyond the surface, where motives, truths, and intentions quietly live. The wise do not chase approval, for they know that clarity of purpose is worth more than the noise of applause. A mind filled with wisdom remains calm even in chaos, for it understands that storms sharpen the soul. Wisdom teaches that not every battle deserves your strength, and not every voice deserves your attention. He who seeks wisdom must first learn patience, for knowledge teaches quickly but understanding takes time. A wise person values peace more than pride, for pride wins arguments while peace wins life. Wisdom is choosing growth over comfort, even when comfort tries to convince you that you have grown enough. The truly wise focus on what they can control and release what was never theirs to carry. Wisdom is the ability to see lessons where others see problems. A wise soul does not fear being alone, for solitude reveals truths that crowds often hide. Wisdom begins when a man questions his own assumptions more than he questions the world. The wise do not rush decisions, because they know that impatience has destroyed more futures than failure ever did. Wisdom is the strength to walk away from what no longer grows you. A wise heart forgives not to set others free, but to free itself from the chains of anger. Wisdom teaches that timing is as important as effort. The right move at the wrong time becomes the wrong move.